I came here because I wanted to take it to the next level. I wanted to see if this meditation or his work did this to my body, what can I do, or how far can I take my business? About 3 years ago, actually it started around 2020, 2021, I started having many problems with my thyroid. And just to give you a little background, I'm an entrepreneur, and I was divorced and then remarried, and we have 5 kids together. So raising kids and working long hours was very stressful. So what happened is, I guess I created a lot of disorder in my body, which I wasn't aware of. And it started with a lot of pressure on my throat and extension of voices. So I would lose my voice, especially around November, December, when the high season was for work. And then I would get a lot of antibiotics. And it started this way to the point where gradually I start having endometriosis and hyperthyroidism. So when I went to see the doctor, it wasn't in my gene really, but it just, they prescribed me medicine, and they didn't know there was a correlation between both, because I did my research and I saw there were some. And the medicine they gave me started giving me weight, and I felt uncomfortable because in the past I would get those storms where I would be so tired I had to lay down even at work, to the point where I couldn't even work because I was just tired and no motivations because of the medicine. So I gave away the medicines, and I tried to look for other solutions. And while this happened, I got COVID. It wasn't too bad, it hit my stomach, but the after COVID was a disaster. My esophagus wouldn't close, so I would be eating anything and anything would trigger it, and I would start vomiting. So I could be at work and I would feel nauseous and bad, and then for 7-8 hours I would be vomiting. I would end up at the urgent care. So many times, it would happen every month and a half, I would end up at the urgent care, and I did it like 4 times. And in between, when we understood what was happening, we were like, well, I'll stay home and I would take some pills to calm down. But it ended up giving me a hernia. I started reading Joe Dispenza book because I followed him on Gaia 3 years ago. And for some reason, I was attracted to that book, Becoming Supernatural. I started practicing this 5 times a week from Monday to Friday, because the weekend, it's full of kids and activities. At the beginning, it was very hard for me to stay still. Like I couldn't, but I will remember that it was normal to be deviated a little bit, to think of different things, and I will come back to my meditation and stay centered. And I said, well, I have to do it progressively. That's the rule, so let's do it. And every time it would happen, I would bring back my awareness to the meditation, stay focused to the meditation. And I saw a difference in my stress level, even driving to work. My heartbeat wouldn't race anymore. I felt like that was not normal. I remember it was very uncomfortable at the beginning, to a place where I felt like my body was more, in order. And the reason why is I saw those episodes getting longer and longer. It's been exactly 2 years now, and I went a year ago to do another checkup. Nothing, everything is fine. My endometriosis are gone, thyroid is fine, my hormones are great, and the esophagus is perfectly fine. But I've been in that order for 2 years now.